Hello, hello. We are back to revisit this man who said he needed help while he was traveling in the Dominican Republic. And so I'm interested in just hearing because he did make a new video where he said he titled it The Hottest Travel YouTuber Right Now. And I think some people had come in to join his conversation. So it's a really long live stream. We're not going to watch all of it, but I did want to listen to some of it. Hello, Laura. Hey, hey. Hey, Train. You got your wine? Good. But this is a really long video. It's like 3 hours. So we're going to see how much we can get through. But yeah, it's lengthy. So again, just to catch y'all up, he'll probably highlight this here, but if you didn't watch the former video, this guy, he's in the Dominican Republic. He's scraped up some money. He's gotten on Spirit Airlines, of all airlines, and said, I'm going to go to the Dominican Republic. He's seeing girls. I did take a look at some of the videos that he had, his shorts, and he was just kind of around the women. I'll leave it at that. Use your imagination. And and this man doesn't make it to his flight on time, and he blames Spirit Airlines. He is yelling at the customer service people and the Dominican folks there that are trying to help him out and explain to him. And listen, any flight, you have to arrive 3 hours or 2 hours at least to get there. He arrived an hour late, even though he said he was early. And so he, now realizing he has to pay more money to book another flight, or he has to change a flight fee or something. I'm not familiar with Spirit Airlines, and I've also not missed a flight, just blatantly not arrived to the airport on time. So that is just crazy. But he, instead of just paying it, he goes, let me go ask my subscribers for the money, for the $100. And he says he only has $15. This is someone that's made an international trip. So let's get into this video. Let me pull it up because I don't get it. I'm like, I need answers. I need him to explain something. Like, why did he get on here? Why did he fly Spirit Airlines? Why did he only take a couple $100? Like, is that all he had? I'm assuming that's all he had because he was crying on the original video and asking people to help him out so he could get back home. Why did he decide to take the trip if he only had a couple $100? Like, that's not a safe position to be in, regardless. So anyway, let's pull up the video. It is 3 hours long, so let's see how much we can really get through. I'm gonna set the speed a little bit because last time he was like talking so slow. And I know I'm not the fastest talker, but it was taking us a minute to get to the point. So let's see if we can see if that'll help us a little bit. All right. So Train Fact says, not Spirit Airlines. Coffin with wings. That's what they say Spirit Airlines is. Did y'all see the video I posted with Kev on stage talking about Spirit Airlines? Hello, Kova. Welcome. Kova says he spent most of it on special company. Right, exactly. He had very special company. My goodness. All right, so let's get into it. Let's begin and see what he has to say.
My laptop is working, but it has to stay plugged into the actual cord, so I can't go wireless. As soon as I unplug the cord, the whole computer shuts off. But I guess that's a small price to pay for, not actually thinking it was gonna ever work again. Presentable to be attractive to a female, to even talk to her, is less than 5 girls put together. You can't beat it. It's the best deal in town. Man, she was bad. Those tattoos on the booty cheeks get me every time. Every time.
Listen, this thinking, like, we're barely into the video and I'm already just over it. So he actually, you know what's interesting? He looks presentable in terms of he has on a nice shirt on. Um, but he's talking about a woman's body. We haven't even gotten that far into the video yet. Really? And that's what he was on in the Dominican Republic. He wasn't there to travel, to see the sights, to really enjoy being in a different country. The culture, the food, the experience of seeing new architecture and history and culture, all of that, like maybe going to festivals and things. If we look at his shorts, let me just we'll pull that up in a little bit, but his shorts were not his short videos were of women. That's it. Okay, let's see what else he has to say.
I'm so bad. I'm hot right now, G. I'm so hot, yo. I'm so hot. I'm going viral. I'm thinking about posting this one. This one is so good to me. Okay. How much? 80?
So we just got off of a video where we're talking about Black men. We're talking to Black men about their image, and they're worried about the Rihanna and ASAP picture. Let me just bring it up. Because I just thought it was a progressive type of image. But here we have a man who is blatantly showing the image of a Black man in a different country. And it's showing degeneracy, in my opinion. But we're mad at this picture, this, compared to this. This man proudly showing he was doing a certain type of tourism in a different country as a Black man. So for Black men, I just anyway, I just don't understand this. But I'm gonna skip a little bit of what he says just because I don't really want to hear him talking about women's body parts. I really want him to just address how he got into this. It looks like he does have another video. I'm just gonna show this is what he's doing. I'm gonna mute it for a minute and just show this is what he's doing to women. He's touching on them, grabbing them, that just seems disrespectful. This is what you came to another country for. I'm not saying that this is only Black men that have done this sort of thing in terms of going to another country and being on bad behavior, right? But you're proudly boasting about it and you become famous, quote unquote, on YouTube for begging your community for $100 to get back home because you missed your own flight. And now he's relishing in the women that he was able to touch on and do all manner of things with, which is probably why he didn't have the $100 to return home because he had missed his flight and he needed to change flights and pay that $100 fee. So I want to know what in the world. Oh, there's so many men that come on here. I want him to really get into why he did it. And there's a certain section that I want to talk about. Oh my gosh. It doesn't look like he's in a good area either. Let's see what they're talking about.
I'm looking at what you're doing. I'm not looking at you. No, but it's Sue perfectly safe, bro. You ain't got to worry about nobody. It's nothing like the U.S., bro. It's peace and vibes. Them Dominican bulls are terrified of Americans. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. But they spicy though. They do get spicy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't gonna actually have to put your hands on nobody. You might have to argue with them because they might try to get you.
So what's better, like a hotel, Airbnb, like a villa?
I like a B&B because I like a vibe where I can be secluded. I don't like the hotel vibe. You see what I'm saying? But that's just me. But since you're a first timer, you can get you a hotel out there. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little telly out there. So you might not be able to, because it's a language barrier. You might meet a girl that don't speak no English. You know what I mean? So it's benefits staying in a hotel where y'all can actually have a little extra barrier of security. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, get your bread together, shoot out there for like a week in March. And let me know how it go, bro. My mom, we just chopping it up on this motherfucker. Any other questions you got? Because we got a lot to get to. Well, we got a lot to get to.
Yeah, man. If I think of any more, I'm gonna come back up.
My mama, you free anytime, Donovan? Yep.
All right, bro.
The show. Okay, so Ice.
Y'all, what in the world? So he has these other guys, and they're trying to figure out how they can get to the Dominican Republic and do what he was doing. And so he's giving them tips. And so you're going to a totally different country. I mean, it's still in the Western Hemisphere at least, but you're going to Dominican Republic just to chase women, because he's saying he's not even trying to just wine and dine women and have like experiences with them, like, oh, let's go to this event, let's kind of be seen and this and that and date. He's not even dating women, he's just doing the tourism. This is worse, much worse than this. I don't understand. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see if he actually gets into why he actually was trying to do this trip in the first place. Let's see if he's even addressed it, or if he addressed this thing about his subscribers. I do think he might have addressed it in the middle, because I was trying to listen to it a little bit, but let's continue.
What do you think about this? Would you want to be in my position going viral for what I'm going viral for?
See, that's the thing. It all depends on how you handle it.
So what you mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it can be like the Will Smith slap. You feel me?
Yeah. It definitely could be. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, it's all about how you come after that now.
I look at it like it could be like the Catch Me Outside girl.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, her too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's making what, $1 million for 6 hours of OnlyFans pictures and shit now? Crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you're gonna be doing that, but
I mean, you never know. This shit go deeper and deeper. What's the one girl where the money reside? Where the money reside?
So he's wanting to be like the Cash Me Outside girl. And again, what were we just talking about? The image of the men. He's comparing, he wants to be like the Cash Me Outside girl, where she started an OnlyFans. That's not, I mean, I don't think that's generally what most men aspire to. Like, he didn't even say, I want to make a channel like, what are the guys, the black guys that do the finance? I'm trying to remember their names, but they grouped up and they have these finance videos. He didn't even say them as an example. He said he could be like the Cash Me Outside chick who's on OnlyFans. Okay, let's continue.
These niggas is getting on from this shit, bro. I just never wanted to be that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is definitely getting on. Third Mundo wants to get it, he can get it. I'll be there. On my mama, he can. Tell Third Mundo pull up. We need a few people to pull up. Please try to DM Cynthia G. DM Third Mundo. Fighter Complex. I want Fighter Complex to come on, because he said what I said about the Dominicans was disrespectful. Cash out. Oh, we got some cash out.
You can get.
Okay, so I want to hear what these other men have to say. If anyone's like, listen, this is stupid. This is not a good look. If black men are really concerned with their image, I think they would hold this guy accountable for sure, because he's getting all this clout for being, just showing degenerate, unintelligent behaviors, which isn't good. This is going to impact the positive black men who travel internationally. I feel sorry for them. Exactly. So you got a guy, he may be traveling for personal, business, whatever. He may just be wanting to go on vacation and see the sights. They may think he's like this guy. But let's continue. I mean, just seeing how he was with the women, it just rubs me the wrong way. It just seems disrespectful. So let's see what some of the men are saying. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. So let's see.
Yeah, I know they're gonna bad, but that's the thing. We don't have a budget. Okay, we got Straight Chasing Hunters coming in. Okay, we're gonna add Straight Chasing in. This is my dog. What up, Straight Chase?
Yeah, what up, man? Hey, just had to say what up, man.
No, you're up, man. We was just chopping it up on the ground.
Yeah, man. Just got down, stopping by and saying what it do, man. I had a question, gang. Damn, I had a good question for y'all, man. You made me forget every time y'all niggas go. I
know. When you get put on the spot, your mind just
it's been coming so quick, bro. But damn, I had a question, bro. Let me see. You said y'all, everybody out there be using WhatsApp because, like, dead ass serious, bro. I'm about to like really move out there. No joke. I'll probably be the next passport, bro. I'm about to.
You never been though, G.
I know, man. That's how I
That's,
rock, though,
yeah,
man.
but
I'm really,
that ain't the move, bro. You gotta visit there first before you can say I'm gonna move out there, G. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna
Have
try
to.
it though. I'm gonna try it actually because I've been talking to like some people out there, gang. Like I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be
He said he
selling
wanna
furniture
move
and all
there. He
that.
never been and said he wants to move there.
Oh,
That's what's gonna make it so much exciting, though. I'm
That's
gonna
like
try to get me, huh?
that's
I
like
said
marrying a girl
already.
you never met before.
Hey, I'm gonna do it though. I swear to God, I'll get my camera and everything. Y'all inspire me to do all that. I swear to God, I'm the next one to say that y'all niggas inspire me. But bruh, my question was, goddamn, I've been seeing some nigga named King Lockett on there or whatever, like the other passport, bro, whatever. And he was talking about robberies, gang. Like that was another fear. Like,
Rich,
are
we
they
gonna add
cool
Rich
or
in.
like, huh?
Oh no, I got somebody else coming in. You good, Stro? I'm gonna
Yeah,
get somebody.
like they don't be on no robbery. I heard like the Dominican niggas is really
They cool.
terrified
They
of.
peaceful. They peaceful people. You ain't gotta worry about it. This
Yeah.
ain't Colombia. Let me add Rich in and see what he gotta say. Hold on, Stro. Let me add Rich
I
in.
feel like it be robberies.
Okay, so they're talking about I hate how they're just dropping the N-word here and there. I don't use that word. I don't like there's no reason for it even in this conversation. Like I just don't what is the reason? But he's saying that the men there are peaceful. Well, here's what I think will happen because they're talking about Colombia and how those men had to get when men care about their women and they care about their families, they care about their communities, and you have men that are coming there to be disrespectful and not really contribute in any type of positive way to the community, and it's continuing to happen. Like you hear these other men are saying they want to do what he did too. Well, that's generally when we do see the men becoming violent. I mean, they're not just becoming violent for any reason; they're doing that for a protection standpoint. Of course, if you're saying you're American, automatically folks tend to be nice to you in other countries anyway because oh, you're American, right? Oh, you have money. Let's move forward.
Yeah, that was my only question. And the houses out there is cheap compared. You know what I mean? Like, are they like $600 and
Yeah,
150?
they got affordable housing out there.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot. What up, guy?
He asked about the housing, but I just had to skip him because he's doing too much N-word, that and this and that. I just don't like his language, so we're gonna skip to the next guy. Let's see what he has to say.
So,
Peace.
brother,
Peace.
What's up, G?
I was following your story, got a few laughs out of it, but one of the things that I wanted to do to reach out is to give some information, little wisdom about traveling, and let people know that I actually travel the world. I have licenses to take people to Cuba, like places U.S. citizens can't go. North Korea. I've been to Venezuela several times, Cuba several times, Dominican Republic several times. And just to add on to your experience, Sosua, uh, Puerto Plata, Punta Cana, those are resort towns. The real Dominican Republic is in places like Santiago and Santo Domingo. So you will have a different experience. So when you go to resort towns, that's basically has a lot more European influence. So when you hear about the drama and the gangs, that's in the real cities where I take people. But you will be safe. This is what it is. If you go there and you know about your black culture, as far as seeing them as black and brown people, you don't see them as different. If they know you know something that they're black and you're black, or what some Spanish people say, El Negro, if they know you have that knowledge, you'll be safe and you'll carry yourself that way. So like if you're in Santo Domingo, you can't wear Jordans, you can't wear high price Adidas because you will get robbed. So when people have the idea that you will be safe out there, in most parts you won't unless you have the knowledge. If you have the knowledge how to move and how to speak to them, you will. But if you go out to the real cities, that's not resort cities. If you got Jordans on, Yeezy, high price Adidas, you're going to get got. If you got jewelry on, you're going to get got unless the gangs or the people in the community know you. And it's not expensive to live out there. Going somewhere like Punta Cana, Sosua, the living expenses is 10 times as higher than being in the actual real cities. So the money that you were spending in a resort area, you wouldn't have to spend no more than 10% of that in Santo Domingo because
Okay.
you actual Santo Domingo Dominican prices. That's the same thing when you go to Central America, South America. If you leave out the resort areas and go to the real areas and not be afraid and you show the people love, you can get a lot done with the minimal amount of money. And here's also a thing about the resort areas. The women there, and I'm not knocking what you did. You're a grown man. You do what you do. But for the people that's looking to get homes in places like that and actually meet real women, leave the resort area. When you go to places like Santo Domingo, you can meet actual, real good, submissive Black women that's worthy of being with.
Okay.
But in the resort areas, they're programmed to think that American men from the U.S. come there just to trick off.
Okay, for sure. Hey, like I lie. We gotta we have to.
Yeah, the women definitely know, even with some of the visuals that he was showing, like they know what's up. But this guy, I think he's sharing information, but he's kind of taking the approach of people that actually want to get to know the country, and they are. Here's my thing. I think it's very odd that men are just going to different countries to find women. So you're going to very poor countries to find women that are probably willing to do whatever they can to either get money for themselves and their families. And also, seeing as you're American, a lot of people in other countries, you know, you've seen the videos of people and just the lengths that people will take because they want a better life for themselves and willing to do almost anything. And I'm saying almost anything, you know, obviously people are different, but they're willing to do a lot to get a better life for themselves and their families. Oftentimes when people even get to America, they're trying to send money back home and, you know, doing what they can. So you're leaving the United States to go to a different country to get, we hear that word submissive pop up. And it really makes me question, because what is this submissive thing? So do you want someone that you can kind of walk all over, that is down and out and less than you, so you can kind of be, you know, the big man over them? Or I don't get that, because like the conversation we were having earlier about, again, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, is it that you're really wanting a real partner like this Jay-Z Beyonce type of relationship, or is your issue that you want the man to be everything and the woman to be lesser? But that's just not in our world today. We've evolved. Like, women actually have the opportunity to shine. Is this really what men have an issue with? And I'm saying men generally online having these conversations, right? Train Pack says he's giving him good advice too, but he's clearly checked out. Right. He's not caring about that. He's like, just like he was in the Dominican with the visuals that he was seeing, he wasn't showing us pictures and videos of the country and look at the beauty and look at the greenery and look at the beaches. He was showing us women that he's been with. And I think he shows us even more in here, but I'm trying to skip some of that. Hello, MLW Fishing. Welcome in.
Yo, Rello, what's going on, yo?
What up,
Yeah,
Jay?
first off, I want to say, dog, you funny. I'm loving the content. I damn near spit my drink out my mouth when you told Shorty 2,000 pesos, and she told you, "Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah. Man.
I'm actually Dominican. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
So don't be flashy. You will get your shit snatched up there because it's hungry and the wolves got to eat. You know what I'm saying? Early. I don't know if you want any of my input, but I think for your content, since you're starting off early, I'm into content creation. I'll be doing the same thing in August. Me and my man's is leaving for 2 years.
Okay.
I would.
Where y'all going?
One thing I'm thinking of, bro.
Where y'all going?
On my mama shirts.
Yeah, on my mama shirts. Yeah, on my mama. Yeah.
That's already something that's like is branding already. Like watch the channel.
Fighter complex. I'm good. Yeah,
You can hear me, right?
I hit you in the DM. I said,
Yeah.
I know we have some issues to talk about. What's going on, Fighter complex, man? Everything good with you?
Yeah, everything all right, man. Everything all right.
Okay.
Now, regarding to your previous panelist that was up here, Dominican, what a disgrace. He's a sucker, man. He was D-sucking, man. What a disgrace. Yeah, he's a disgrace. He's over here. Oh, yeah, bro. Just, he's championing your movement. Like, I speak against that. Yo, let's buy that.
I think this is the first guy, so far, we've just seen a couple. This is the first guy that's saying he's against the movement. Everyone else was just saying, this is good. I want to go to, and sharing tips and this and that about, when they get there and this and that, where to go. So let's see what he has to say. Y'all know Fighter has kind of come through our channel a couple of times. in the chat, never to actually talk on the panel. But let's hear what he has to say and what his response was as a Dominican man.
Let's try to, I said, keep it respectful, fighter.
Okay, yeah, I didn't curse. I didn't curse.
Right, I'm saying keep it all the whole message.
Yeah, okay, got you. All right, you know I'm Dominican American. You know, and all right, I have nothing against a young man traveling, but my whole issue is, I told you, brother, that other people are watching this, right? Didn't I say that? And you saw how this blew up, right? Yeah. So I said, I think you should apologize, not for me, for you, because when let's say next time you go to Social or Dior, right? Because you want to go have fun. You drunk, you over there for the ladies. But you know what's funny? People are gonna recognize you, and you're not gonna know who they are. They know more about you than what you know about them, and they know that you spoke down on Dominicans. So this is what happens when you're on YouTube. People know, yo, word to my mother, bro, I'm Dominican. Listen, up in New York, uptown, I had a YouTuber calling my name, yo, fighter. I'm looking around, the big black stocky nigga was like, yo, what's good, fighter? I'm like, yo, who is this nigga? And then he told me his name, and I recognized him from the YouTube spaces. So that's what I'm talking about. A perfect stranger from YouTube could approach you with violence. So what I'm telling you, okay, how you moving about like going out there with almost no money in your pocket? That's not a good move. That's not a good move.
Right, but here's the thing, but think of it from a content perspective, though, right? Take it like it's like a rock climber climbing a rock without his parachute. There's like a level of danger there that makes it exciting. You see what I'm saying, fighter? That's my only.
Yeah, but I don't think you didn't go over there with that concept, bro. I think this is the real you.
No, it is a concept, fighter. It's a social experiment. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to have results. That's
okay, unless he's just an extremely good actor, which I don't believe at all. That man was crying. Remember not yesterday, when we played the video and the video started with him crying. He was clearly in distress and saying that he needed y'all, meaning his subscribers, to give him $100. That's all he needs. He only has $15. He's stuck. He missed his flight. He needs help. Y'all, please. He was audio. Can y'all hear me? Audio, crying. And well, I won't say crying. It looked like he had tears in his eyes. Like you can tell when someone's on the brink of tears. I want to say he had tears, but I'm like, it's a little blurry for me on that. But he definitely looked like a man that was crying or was about to cry. And so he's trying to put it as, now that he's being called out, finally someone's calling him out for going to a country with only a couple $100 or whatever he went with and having to ask for money, that's not a good look. Someone like this is someone that just has the common sense to say, don't go to another country and not have enough money and have to get online and ask your subscribers for help. Vital Vibes is saying, nah, he knows better now. Train Pack says, are these the men we are supposed to submit to? I wouldn't trust any of these stooges to guide me to the local dollar store. This is a bad look. And I think the worst part is, you know, there's a group of Black people that are cleaning up the images that have been pushed on us. So you have this group of people in our community where we're trying to present ourselves in a very positive light, obviously by being people of good character. And a lot of us, you know, just obviously naturally are people of good character, but we're trying to portray that. We're trying to highlight other people of good character. Like, for example, simple things like sharing good information and news about Black people. And on the other hand, you have people like this. Not only in America and online pushing this, not a great look for Black men, Black people in general. And then you have them going to another country. And even, you know, outside of America, we're cleaning up our image in some ways because of the fact that a lot of people just think of Black people and what they see in media, what they've seen in media, right? Let's continue, but that's what I just want to point out is that this is the issue that I have with this movement is what they're presenting about the movement. It's not about education. It's not about traveling for the sake of travel and travel for the sake of growth and culture and all these good things that I would naturally say, yes, it's good. Go get your passport and go travel. But it's this fact that they're bringing all of this negative imagery to another country.